Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming here at the Pink Poodle off Odana Road, and later we're going to talk to you about men's fashion. But right now we've got Kalal, our favorite geek from Madison Geeks. He's going to tell us all we need to know about our computer savvy stuff that I know nothing about. Okay, so even our first topic of conversation today, online backups. I have no idea what they are. Can you tell me about them? And then also, how secure are they?
Okay. Online backups, as we have more and more data that we need to not lose, to keep on thumb drives, external hard drives, or just on our computer, we get more worried that we're going to lose something. So online backups is kind of an extra space. It's a hard drive out in the cloud. So this is an area where we can take, our pictures, our data, music files, and actually store it in Google and Amazon, and just kind of store it in the cloud, so we can gain access to that from our cell phones, from our laptop, from pretty much any device that we want to access that. And if those devices then die, it doesn't matter, we get a new computer or a new phone, but then we have access to
our... log back into them. So essentially, like Google has their own cloud, which is Apple, correct?
Yep, so Google has their own cloud, which is going to be Google's base. Apple actually has the iCloud.
Okay.
Yep, but yeah, all the major players have their own cloud storage. Now, in terms of how secure they are, that's somewhat of a gray area.
Sure.
Most of these providers have encrypted their data. So then if someone goes and hacks that company, they're only getting scrambled information. But you have to really look closely to those terms of services and do some research on your own, because it's possible that they don't really have an encryption process in place. So if it gets hacked, then it's like, okay, well, all that secure data, all my information is now vulnerable to the rest of the world. So you want to really make sure you're choosing and looking closely at how they're saying that their information is secure.
Sure.
Oh, very important.
Well, that's terrifying.
Just ask Kalal, he'll tell you what's up. So if I call somebody for help with my computer and they remotely log in, is that safe?
Well, we do a lot of remote support. So we come in remotely. The biggest trick is really know who you're talking to. If it's just some 1-800 number that you get off the internet, that's not safe, and that's where a lot of people are getting, exposed to having their machines exploited and eventually getting scammed. So really know who you're talking to. If it's a local company or a local technician or someone you work with, or even a family member, just kind of know who is about to come in remotely and help you access and fix your problems on your machine. If you're talking to someone, in a different country, then you have no idea what they're going to be doing on your machine, if they're secretly stealing files from the background of your machine. So again, it's kind of a gray area, but you really want to just not trust anyone. Like in terms of having someone come into your home, really kind of know who's coming into your space, and that also includes your computer.
Right. So keep it local.
Yeah,
call you guys.
Keep it local. Call us, and we'll exactly. You can find us if you run into any problem.
Over there.
You know where we're at.
So could you tell us what a Chromebook is and why it's so cheap?
Okay. Well, more and more we see these advertisings. We see Chromebooks. We see the Microsoft Surface tablets, a tablet kind of hybrid between a tablet and a laptop. And then Apple has like the Apple Air as well. So you see a lot of these, what used to be a larger device get very small. Now, in terms of a Chromebook, these devices are specifically designed to just go online. So even though it's a laptop, it has the full feeling of a laptop. It's a very simple device, and so they're very, very inexpensive. One, because Google's pushing them very hard, so the cheaper they are, hopefully more people are going to buy them and bring them into their homes and businesses. But then two, a lot of people are not, going and needing to do much on their machine anymore. What do you do when you turn on your phone, you turn on your computer? You're going online, you're going to a website, you're checking your email. All that stuff is cloud-based, so Google's allowing for you to get what's called a Chromebook. It's a very simple operating system, but when it opens up, it's just a web browser. And so it just gets you right to the internet. The one thing though is you definitely need internet access. You can't do much without internet access for a device like that.
Do they have them built in? Because I'm kind of thinking it sounds like an iPad but with a keyboard.
Yep, some of them, some of them have the internet built in. It depends if like AT&T is providing it to you, but otherwise usually you use it on your Wi-Fi or a hotspot from your phone provider.
So you wouldn't have like a bunch of you wouldn't have a CD jack or like USB or anything?
You have a couple USB ports and that's about it. No CD-ROM drive. It's just very simple otherwise.
Wow, that's interesting to think about. And I just want to take it back to the online backup real quick. Do you have a preference between like Google's or Amazon's or Apple?
Right. All three of those are pretty secure. Apple had some issues a couple of years ago with pictures getting, out into the public.
Sure.
So really, you just have to. It's hard to say. You got to do your own research. Google's been really good. Amazon has a really good backup system. You have Dropbox, Box.net. There's a lot of them out there, but you have to really kind of do some research and figure out, because if you're seeing problems, then you're going to have some issues there with that particular provider.
Well,
so
great.
yeah,
Thank you so much for
No
being
problem.
here again,
Thank you for
Kalal.
having me.
Check them out at
Informative.
Madison Geeks. Stay tuned. We've got Sue Klein from Klein's Floral coming up next.